Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And when you review his performance last week in the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. He did his best to just get 4 onto that, but not enough. And now 4th down, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great.
And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown! A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Bulldogs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To Gordon, out left. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. back to throw. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And that is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Able to get this to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. first down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Second and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. On play action, they'll throw.
Complete on the crosser to Hall.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll look to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Bulldogs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second and 3.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now this one complete on the slant route. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give up the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bulldogs are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bailey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where it's...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
147 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bulldogs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.